A breakout is visible. Acceptance is not. Most attention goes to the moment price crosses a boundary. A prior high is exceeded. A range is pierced. A level that held before is traded through. The crossing feels decisive. It looks like confirmation. But a boundary being crossed does not mean it has been accepted. It only means price has moved. Movement changes location. It does not automatically change condition. A candle above resistance alters coordinates. It does not establish stability. The wick below support creates reaction. It does not establish failure. Structure does not reorganize because of contact. Contact is immediate. Reorganization is cumulative. When price leaves a prior range, it has only stepped outside. Whether it can remain there is a different question. Remaining requires more than momentum. It requires sustained presence. A breakout is an event. Acceptance is a condition. An event can occur in a single candle. A condition cannot. If acceptance formed instantly, structure would dissolve and reform constantly. But structure does not move that quickly. It resists. It absorbs. It tests. The first move beyond a boundary is not proof of change. It is only the beginning of a test. Breakouts feel powerful because they are fast. Speed creates urgency. Urgency creates conviction. A strong candle beyond a level can look undeniable. But speed is not durability. A rapid expansion can still be temporary. A strong close can still be absorbed. Price may trade above a prior high and return inside the range. It may break below support and climb back above it. In those moments, nothing was accepted. An event occurred. A condition did not form. Acceptance requires repetition. It requires price to remain beyond the prior boundary without being forced back. One close above a level is not repetition. One retest is not confirmation. Rejection also requires repetition. A level is not rejected because of a single wick. It is rejected when repeated attempts cannot sustain participation beyond it. Both acceptance and rejection are processes. They unfold through continued interaction. They do not declare themselves in a single moment. An event draws attention. A process reshapes structure. Most reactions occur at the event. Structure adjusts only when the process persists. Without persistence, nothing has shifted. Without duration, nothing has been reorganized. The crossing is easy to see. The accumulation is slower. And structure responds to accumulation. Acceptance forms when time accumulates beyond a prior boundary. Not because price visited the area, but because it remained. To remain requires more than momentum. It requires participation that does not immediately retreat. If price moves above a range and continues to trade there without collapsing back inside, time begins to gather outside the former structure. That gathering is not dramatic. It is not a single surge. It is continuation. Continuation without forced return. Each additional interaction beyond the prior boundary increases the weight of presence there. Not because of the breakout itself, but because duration is expanding. Acceptance is the gradual normalization of a new location. At first, trading beyond the boundary is unfamiliar. Price hovers. It tests. It hesitates. If that hesitation resolves into sustained trading outside the old range, the former boundary loses its authority. Not instantly. Progressively. Authority erodes as presence accumulates elsewhere. Rejection works the same way. If price repeatedly attempts to move beyond a level and cannot sustain itself there, the boundary retains influence. Not because of a single failure, but because persistence did not develop. Structure reorganizes when one area gains sustained concentration and another loses it. That shift is not measured by the first expansion. It is measured by continued occupation. A breakout may initiate the attempt. Acceptance confirms the persistence. Until persistence is visible, the condition is not settled. Price can be outside a boundary and still unresolved. It can trade beyond resistance and still be testing. It can fall below support and still be probing. The market does not declare acceptance at the moment of crossing. It reveals it through continued presence. Time is the only medium through which a new condition becomes stable. Without time, there is only movement. Without sustained interaction, there is only displacement. Acceptance is not loud. It is repetitive. It is the quiet continuation that follows the visible surge. When price remains beyond a prior structure long enough that returning inside becomes less likely than continuing outside, the condition has shifted. But that likelihood is not declared in a single candle. It emerges gradually. And until that gradual shift becomes clear through sustained duration, the structure remains in transition. The breakout has occurred. Whether acceptance will form is still unresolved.